entered Crown Stars. It's round robin 960, 3-minute chess, quite civilised. Just apart from the starting positions, quite funny. Oh. Okay. What does E5 do? Opens up the bishop. Can I centralise? Can I get the centre? Can I fianchetto? I think it's C4 like an English opening. I'll play knight C3. G3, bishop G2. You're watching the stream? Okay, we've got some viewers. Hi there. Okay. So G3 and bishop G2. Control D5. I'll carry on with that, controlling D5. Don't think there's a major issue just yet. So come over to the King's Crusher Cafe if you want. Actually, I'll mention this stream on the old live stream room. Just close that now. So okay, so bishop G2, there's knight G4. I'm protecting F2 at the moment. It's not a big deal, is it? Knight G4. Queen H7. If the rook wasn't there, that's something I'll just note. B4 is not possible, but if the bishop wasn't there, then B4, B5 maybe later. Maybe A3, B4, but the C4 might be weak. Just maybe knight G2. This bishop's actually not good, is it? At the moment. What to do about the bishop? Maybe F3, bishop F2. Looks a bit strange, but then I could play knight E2 and I could castle. And then maybe D4. The bishop is supporting D4 centrally. It's taking ages, this guy. Is he going to lose on time? 1866, just taking ages. Blimey. What's happened here? So I've got my plan anyway. F3, I think. Bishop F2. Knight E2. I castle. And I play D4. If he takes my bishop, will be supporting the D4 plan, and then D5, then maybe E5, and then the bishops would actually, well, this bishop would be blocked, but this bishop would have scope on A7, then maybe knight B5. So that's a good general plan, but it looks as though I'm going to win on time at the moment. Yeah. So F3. Alright, while we're waiting, let's add to the friends list. I've got about 84 here to add. I'll just add everyone to the friends list, okay? If you want to friend me on Chesscube, I'll do it, okay? I sometimes just do it in batch, so I've got some time to kill here. Oh, he's moved. Okay, the opponent's moved. Okay. Let's go back. So, F3, yeah, I think F3, stick with that plan. If he doubles pawns, then I get the B file. He's only got 20 seconds left. I mean, what is he playing at here? Get a lot of XPs from that, don't I? Experience points. Now he's moving quickly. What was all that about? I don't know, Queen B3, is that useful? Speedy Gonzalez, all of a sudden. I'm going to lose the exchange to knight D2 if I'm not careful. What about F4? Just F4 now, these bishops are going to be liberated. Oh, okay. Well, he's doing well considering earlier. If I try and just support this pawn and go for Queen H6 or H4. So yeah, he just took ages. So that was interesting. So let's go back here. Okay, so we're waiting for round 2. So that was an interesting game. Okay. Okay. As you can see, I've got a bit of a backlog here. Might as well just clear this out for a moment. Okay, so next game. So Solon Ak. So can I grab the center? So maybe G6, just to cover F5 for a moment. Then Knight E6 later. Bishop F6 to G7, castle. If he plays with F4, that could be a pain. Clamp down on D4. And these bishops, where are they pointing? Maybe Bishop B6 for a bind on D4. This bishop's a bit of a problem. Oh, D5 is a problem. He goes to D5. What about F5? I'm not losing anything immediately, am I? Oh, F5. Hang on, he's threatening a Knight F6. And if F5, he's got the Queen on there. So I think F6. More prudent. So my Queen's holding up F4. This knight's a bit of a problem. I'll let him take this bishop if he wants it. I want to get rid of that pesky knight on D5. Right. Oh dear, new problem on the diagonal then. What about, I don't know, D6? D6 is possible, is it? What do I need to do to solve this diagonal? It looks a bit painful actually. I think I might have made things worse. And now I'm blocked in this thing. That F4 is more effective, which is a real shame. If I just move this for a moment. Right, so Knight G7. Oh, I'm just losing the exchange. Okay, by force. This is getting to be painful, isn't it? He takes for the pawn, yeah, he wins the exchange. I get rid of that light square bishop on the bright side. Whoops. Okay, I'll play for rook G8, maybe move this, B5, bishop B7, go on G2. So that'll be the plan. Let me get my queen over here to F8 to G7. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? D5 to try and evict that knight for a moment. There might be D4 and then bishop C6 or just... Ouch. What's going on here? Okay, so bishop C6, trying to get in D4 at some point. Knight F7. So on that bishop, maybe rook G3 is going to be handy. Or D4. D4 for a moment to get the bishop scope. He's moving very, very quickly, this one as well, actually. Quite a contrast. Okay, so I'm contesting E4. Okay, can skewer. Try and win back the exchange. Then what? What about D3 instead of... I don't know about that. Put the pressure on here, threatening mate. Get the queen maybe to D2, then control this file as well. Okay, so rook C2 looks dangerous. Now the H pawn. What about queen H6 and D3, trying to decoy the bishop away from H2. Queen H6, D3. If he takes the pawn, bishop takes, I'll be threatening mate. That'd be good. And there's queen D8 there. Okay, there's nothing here, is there? D3 is not working here, so, but I'd like to keep the rook for a moment on the 7th for D3. Queen H5 would protect it next time. Okay, there's no queen D8 here, so I'm threatening queen F3 mate for the first time. That's good. So there's no immediate check on D8. So how does he defend this? He plays rook d3, that would be a pain. Rook d3? Well, he doesn't do that, surely. Oh well. So, okay. Let's carry on here. Oh, 55. Oh. 50, 49, 47. Okay. Down to 39. Well, that's so down to 25. Okay, new round. Okay, a 2-1-5-5. Right, his bishops are on b2. Can I play this for knight c3? Okay, I control d5, g3. Try and contest d5 for a moment. Make way for the king, I think. Protect h3 from queen h3. So something like f3 again, bishop e3 and castles. Similar plan to a previous game, I think. Mind you, bishop e3 does knight c4, so I think bishop f2. I can get a pin here opportunity. I'll take that. I'll castle, and then maybe d4 later. Close these other tabs. So I'm at a4, a5. I'll be targeting this king side pretty quickly. I want to stop knight c4 for a moment. That could be handy. So I get queen a1, a6. Is it really going to do anything though? He plays b6. Got to try and open up here. Maybe d5 for knight b5. Right, if I play d5, try and get knight b5, that will checkmate the queen. c5, knight b5. Where does the queen go? So this looks bad for d5 control. Okay, I've got good d5 control. So knight, queen d6 is now a threat. I can try and win both rooks and the rook with queen d6. Queen e8. Not falling for that. Can I switch the rook in for the attack? So something like rook a3. Also this diagonal. If I try and open it and play f4 for bishop g2, I could try that now. So f4 and bishop g2. Or just bishop g2. Just with the threat of f4. So he plays d5. I calculate rook a5 on this and then knight b5. Or f4, I think that might be 5. Try and get this f4, but then there's e4 from black. So what am I left with here? Not much. His centre's pretty powerful. Okay, try and keep that knight for a moment. So he's always got e4 to f4. What about taking on e5 takes f4? Just get rid of the e4 option with a rook sack. So I take on e5, bishop e5, f4. So that's a major threat on this diagonal. That looks pretty cool. How does he defend that? Rook e5, bishop e5, f4, just skewing queen and king. Okay, he attacks my queen. Okay, I have to move somewhere. Where? Queen d1. Keep the threat with queen d1, I hope. But then my rook is on prey to queen b6 now. But it's going to be pinning against the king, so this rook e5 is still on the cards, and he parries it. And this is a knight c7 combination. I think there's a knight c7 combination, unless rook f2. Otherwise takes, knight c7 as mate, but he takes on f2, I take. But then rook f4 is discovered check, so I think this works. This rook e4 here. I'm surprised he's seeing this quite quickly. He's not playing the natural. Okay. So bishop e4 for knight c7. This looks like a crush. If rook f2, why can't I just... I can't ignore it, because if I take this queen g2 mate, take with the king. So if queen f6, rook f4... Okay, I think I've got him with knight c7. Oh, blimey. King... He's going to make it check. Ouch, king e1. There's check. Oh man. I have to play queen f3. If king g1, bishop e3, and it's going to be check. And if I play queen f3, queen e4, queen... Oh no. I'm still keeping the skewer on the queen. Hold on a sec. 22. That's just unbelievable. That is just totally unbelievable. I can't believe that. Oh man. Let's just try defending this position. Rook f3, knight c7. So knight c7 to d5. Horrible. Is there a rook b3 on the cards? It's got 7 seconds to finish me off. Throwing a check. What about b4? Ah, I got knight c3 just to try and fend off the queen. Gonna lose on time, isn't he? I can't believe how much he saw there. Oh, that was just horrible. I thought this was pretty nifty tactics. Go back here. So I was actually threatening rook takes e5 in this position. So first, he seems to be aware of rook e5 and then f4. I've won a game by default. So he stops that. Then I'm tempted for this rook e4, which backfires completely to rook f2, because if it takes, there's queen g2. So I'm virtually forced to play this. Then this doesn't work. Maybe there's a better move here. Queen, not queen f3, rook f8. Unbelievable. Ah, and now I need to log out and log back in, I think. Okay, so we're logging in for this, probably the final game or something. Oh, what happened there? Crown Stars, it was the Crown Stars. No, that was another one. I don't know what happened to that tournament. So let's carry on this. Is that tournament still in progress? Coming down to 12, 10. Did you see that last game? So what tournament was that? Review all. The ones, my events, it's that one, isn't it? So what's happening? They're playing round 4. So after that jammy win, I'm leading still, probably, with 3. So I could actually win my... I haven't won, don't usually win these 960s. He was tactical, wasn't he? Don't you think that was amazing, you know, tactically, that game? I thought I had him on the diagonal. I thought it was clear cut, especially with the knight c7, and it all went just to pot, didn't it? But I think I've secured a victory in this tournament. I just need a draw. Should I just take a Grandmaster draw in the last round, offer a draw to win this tournament? I seem to be, unless this guy is catching up, because I've just had a default. So Gel's a thingy, 2148. Ah, he'll probably win this and be on the same points as me. Oh dear. Oh no, he lost. So that means I might be a point ahead. Just take a draw in the last round, yeah? Well, it doesn't matter if I lose, does it? Does it? It does. It does matter if I lose. I think a draw would secure the tournament. Yeah? So this, I don't know. Don't draw. Does everyone else think don't draw? Come on. I can secure the tournament with a draw here. Go on to another tournament. By the way, friend requests accepted. Draw for the win, yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. Look, if he doesn't accept a draw, the next person, then of course I'll have to play for a win. I'm in the lead here with 1 point. Jezim Knocker just lost. He just lost. Santal Thingy, could he catch me up? No. He's on... He's going to be on 1. I don't know. I'm over 2,000. I thought I was over 2,000. Isn't this a 960 rating or something? Let's have a look to see what. Well, we'll see what happens anyway now. Yeah. Aimer. Am I playing? I'm playing Elmer, right? Can Elmer catch me up? No. Yes. No, I'm on 4. No one can catch me up. Let's just play for a win. Yeah? No, I think I've won this tournament. Alright, so King's Gambit. I'm not sure about the King's Gambit here, particularly. I think I'll just try and control D5 like other games. G3, it'll be boring, positional. Oh no, I'm not being booted again, have I? Let's go back and log back in. My wake up Warzone. So I want to play knight. Just knight move, or is he going to do something evil on f2? Where would I move my queen? I might have to castle. I can't do any. I have to get the bishop out artificially with. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to get this bishop out without losing f2. Rather, I'm using. I can try and win this bishop first. then try f3, bishop f2, getting two bishops at the same time, and then move the queen, then castle. And he's on a2. Okay, dynamism of the a file. So queen d2, or maybe just d4, d5. Just try and shut the queen down first. No, d5. Maybe queen d2 safer. Just castle and then d4, d5. If d5, that's the question. Really a rook here, so if d5 takes, then c4. Prepare that d4 a bit better. Well, it's not even relevant now after, because he's got this, I don't know, pressure. I think possibly d4. So if he takes, am I better? Okay, I'm getting this d5, but I'm leaving myself potentially with an isolated pawn. Get d5 in. Can't see a major threat at the moment. So let's see. If I play c4, so knight c3, something like queen e3, just to centralise, keep control of e4. Okay, he's going to play knight g5, he's going to play knight f3 or something. It's going to be horrible. So what about bishop e3, just to stop knight g5? Then knight c3. So I'm securing the position slowly, making it look like a normal chess position. So rook f2, rook f1. Exchange sack with rook f5 later. Takes bishop e4. Maybe. That'll give me e4. Play rook f5, I think, just for fun. So I get the e4 square. I think I'll still plough on, get the e4 square. Okay, so I take knight e4, extend the scope of the bishop a bit. So something like queen e2 of queen g, oh, f2 pawn. Maybe even just the exchange down. If I just go the exchange down and then play knight e4, there's always like stuff after that. This is a nice blockade for a moment. So what can I do with it? He's going to lose on time if nothing else. g4, g5 looks crushing. Beautiful knight. Threatening g6 now. Or f6 if he plays, that's horrible if he plays g6, f6. His knight on h8 will be a prisoner. Although this looks like a bad knight. Sorry. on h8 it isn't the most amazing knight. There's almost f6 and bishop e6 mating now. No, he takes, giving his king some air. Whoops. Okay, check, and then knight h5. And he takes rook f8. Otherwise takes on g7 and bishop e6. Hang on a sec, hold on a sec. I think there's knight f7, so I have to do this. So it's not over yet. Just protect this pawn for a moment. Do something with the knight. So knight f6 to e8. c7 is vulnerable. Had a game in some over the board once where c7 was going to be winning if I played on. I don't think rook g4 is a big deal. Okay, I see the point now, but too late. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. I think don't usually win these 960s. As you can see, how a bit lucky there. Comments or questions on Twitch or YouTube. Thanks so much.